In honor of Banned Books Week, I'm going to read It's Perfectly Normal by Robbie H. Harris, illustrated by Michael Emberley, and throughout the reading I will also show you the illustrations. Part 5, Decisions, Chapter 23, Planning Ahead, Postponement, Abstinence, and Birth Control. Whether or not to have sexual intercourse is a decision each person has a right to make. But a person should always remember that sexual intercourse can result in pregnancy and having a baby. Many young people choose to wait to have sexual intercourse until they feel they are old enough or responsible enough to make healthy decisions about sex. This is called postponement. Postponement means to delay until a later time. However, the only sure way not to have an unwanted pregnancy is to not have sexual intercourse. This is called abstinence. Abstinence means to abstain, to keep from doing something you want to do. In addition to preventing the start of a pregnancy, postponement and abstinence can also help prevent a person from getting or passing on infections that are spread by sexual contact. Many people who choose to postpone or abstain from sexual intercourse say that they can still have a close, loving, and sexy relationship with another person. Sometimes, when people choose to have sexual intercourse, they have planned to have a baby. But other people may want to wait to have a baby or may not want to have a baby at all. That's why knowing how to prevent pregnancy is important. Birth control and contraception are the two names given to the many ways of preventing a pregnancy. Contra is the Latin word for against. Ception is part of the word contraception, which means beginning. Contraception means against beginning a pregnancy. There are many kinds of birth control, and some work better than others. A person must learn how to use them and must use them every time he or she has sexual intercourse in order for them to work. However, no method of birth control can be guaranteed to work 100% of the time. Condoms, spermicide, and sponges are types of birth control that can be bought at a drugstore, a convenience store, or even a supermarket. They are usually displayed in a special section or on the counter next to the cash register. These kinds of birth control are called over-the-counter contraceptives. A condom is a soft, very thin cover that fits over an erect penis. When a male ejaculates, semen is kept inside the condom and sperm are not able to unite with an egg. But sometimes semen can leak out. A condom works better to prevent pregnancy when used with a contraceptive foam, cream, or jelly called a spermicide that contains a chemical that can kill the sperm. Using a condom during sexual intercourse correctly and every time can also help prevent the spread of infections, mild infections, as well as life-threatening infections such as HIV and hepatitis B. This is a way of practicing safer sex. It's important for people to understand that any type of birth control method, when used by itself without a condom, cannot prevent a person from getting an infection or passing an infection from another person. Condoms are called rubbers because they're usually made out of a rubbery material called latex. A newer material of male condom, made out of a strong, fairly thin rubbery material called polyurethane, is believed by scientists to be stronger than latex. It is important for a person to use latex or polyurethane condoms, not lambskin, because they are less likely to leak or break. A condom designed to fit inside the vagina, called a female condom, is also made of polyurethane. This soft pouch-like condom is inserted into the vagina before sexual intercourse. The chemical in spermicide, foams, creams, and jellies, and in sponges can kill sperm, but sponges can also block sperm. These type of contraceptives are inserted into the vagina before sexual intercourse. Spermicide and sponges should be used with condoms. When they are used alone, they are usually not able to kill, block, or catch every sperm or protect a person from getting or passing on an infection. It is important to use condoms with water-based lubricants, made especially for sex and made with water, not oil, because oil can damage and break a latex condom. Birth control pills, Norplant, Depo-Provera, and the diaphragm, the cervical cap, and the IUD are contraceptives that a female can obtain only after being examined by a trained healthcare professional, a doctor, a midwife, nurse practitioner, or physician's assistant, and obtaining a written prescription. The prescribed birth control method can be then obtained by a doctor's office or health clinic or purchased at a drugstore from a pharmacist. Birth control pills, commonly called the pill, contain artificial hormones that keep ovaries from releasing mature eggs. A female must remember to follow the directions for taking a pill each day for this method of birth control to work. Norplant is a birth control device that is placed in a female's upper arm just under her skin by a healthcare professional. Its 6 tiny tubes slowly release an artificial hormone that keeps the ovaries from releasing mature eggs for up to 5 years. Depo-Provera is a birth control drug made of an artificial hormone that is injected in a female's upper arm or buttocks every 3 months and keeps the ovaries from releasing eggs. The diaphragm and cervical cap are small latex cups that fit inside the vagina and are placed against the cervix before sexual intercourse. Both can prevent sperm from entering the cervix and traveling into the fallopian tubes, and both must be used with a spermicide. An IUD, or intrauterine device, is a small plastic and copper device that is placed inside a uterus by a trained healthcare professional and can prevent an egg from planting itself in the uterus's lining. If a person makes a decision to have sexual intercourse, the most useful protection against pregnancy or infection is the correct use of birth control before or at the time of sexual intercourse. And just to show more about this, why it's banned because of its sexual nature and is made for kids, I am showing you the illustrations.